This is the AT webinar recap for December 23rd to January 10th. Now, from what we can see here from the FX Blue, we can see that over that time we had a pretty good gain with the trades that were placed on that afternoon trade during this time. We can see an overall win percentage of 75%, and we can see an equal breakdown between the four different currency pairs that were traded during this time. It was Euro Yen, Pound US, NASDAQ, and then also the US dollar Japanese yen. Pretty good overall, being positive pips of 107.7, profit factor above a 2, which is absolutely what I'm shooting for. But then you can also see with the breakdown here with the money management between the average win and average loss, that the average win is a positive 836 and average loss is a negative 1,040. And so you can see here, we have that one loss of 1,040. We have two wins of it at 1,000 and one win here right around 500, which is what brings that average win down just a little bit. So we had one trade that was a 2-to-1, and then the others were 1-to-1s. And so that helps bring the average win up a little bit, making it to where we can pull positive even with a 75% win percentage. And so what I want to do is I want to show you, though, at least one of the trades that had a pretty good impact on what we did overall for this stretch of time here on the afternoon trade. And that was actually our last trade. And so this last trade that we did was a trade we did here on the NASDAQ. And so this is last Thursday. This is Thursday night on January 9th. And so this is the look that we had while we were doing our webinar. And we could see that the overall things were moving down. But what I noticed here was two things, right? I could see that the 1 day and the 8 hour and the 4 hour pressures were kind of starting to do this roll, right? If I could draw this on here, you can kind of see how they're just starting to kind of level off and turn right here, right? And you can kind of see that here with the 8 hour. You can definitely see it with that 1 day, okay? Now you mix that look where we start to see that it might be ready to bottom out and starting to climb, and you mix that here with what we see here from our major and our minor on our 2 hour, our 4 hour, and our 8 hour, where our minor indicator, the gray and the black one here, they're shooting down, right? And you can see them shooting down a lot further away than what the major is. And so when the major indicator backs off, we're planning on things starting to turn. Well, that supports exactly what we see here from our pressures. Okay, so if pressure's saying it and now the majors and minors are saying it, what I wanted to do is I wanted to locate a level in the market where I believe the market was going to try to target and turn from. So what we did is we blew this up and we looked for a very clear support resistance level. And there's one right here based off of the bottom of this shadow from earlier in the day, and then from a day back, like it hit off of this exact same point. And so we looked into the past to see how strong of a level this was, and we saw that it was actually very strong. And then there was another level. We actually saw this from, I think it was the 1st of December, where this level showed even stronger a little bit further back. And so the thought process I had here was that if I knew we were going to drop, and then I knew we were going to climb, I wanted to position myself with an entry near a support level. And this one being the closest one, that's one I thought we could target, especially with the way that the pressures were turning now. And so I put our entry point down here with a pending order buy limit, set our stop loss below that outer level, right, giving us a stop loss of 100. And we went for a 1-to-1 with a take profit of 100, which would put that take profit right here. Okay. And so pending order activated here, take profits up there. And you can see that with the way that it moved, it actually moved pretty quickly. Like within the hour, it came down and activated our trade here. And then it dropped a little further, but with how strong this level was, I was pretty confident that it was going to turn. And it ends up turning right back up and then closing us out with our profit here. So the read was correct, and you could see the way that those pressures responded with it definitely sent the market up. But really the difference was the support from the pressure and just that separation between the major and minor telling us exactly where we were going to go.